everyone, welcome back. I'm glad you decided to stop by. Grab a cup of coffee and nice cool drink, your whip in progress, and let's have morning coffee with Karen. So today we're working on my Huacan flamingo piece. We're going to be working on his little head. It's the colors on this are really good. I'm still not so sure about this gray, but you know, it is what it is. So I think today this has got quite a bit of color changes, a little bit of confetti up here. So I'll be changing colors quite frequently, but I think I'll get through it. So I'm going to start with DMC color 413. It's the clover symbol, and it is number 12. So let me see if I can find number 12. My numbers aren't in very good order. I've been diamond painting quite a bit, so I've got them out of order. Let's see, it may even be over here. Where's my number 12? Huh. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. So I'm going to put a few of those in the tray. The pens that I'm going to be working with today are my handy DMD clear pen with drills inside, and my 4-placer. Oh, there it is, my 4-placer. And a pen I got from Diamond Painting with Donnie, which is my crown pen. Absolutely love this one. I think that maybe Diamond Painting with the Queen needs one of these. Yeah, I think maybe that's true. Okay, let's get some of these drills on this canvas. This piece still seems to be popping only when I don't have all of the drills into a particular section. Once I hit it with a roll, get it all finished and hit it with a roller, seems to be okay. I still have some gapping. We'll see how it looks when it turns out. The jury's still out on this piece, but I'm sure having a lot of fun doing it. My plan was to make this for my friend in Washington and take it up when I went up for my son's wedding, but because I am not completely sure that I'm all that happy with the way it's turning out, and I do not believe that I'm going to have it done before I need to leave next week. And I might. So I'm not even sure that I'm going to give this to my friend at this point. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of symbol changes. Here I go. Have to find something new. This time we'll go with number 26, 951. 26. Okay, 26. Where are you? There it is. All right. So I hope everybody's been having a great week. I have been, but I had an interesting couple of days yesterday and the day before. I recently had a bone density scan done. It was, I don't know, probably two and a half weeks ago now. And when they did it, I pretty much already knew what the results would be. I knew that they wouldn't be positive. And they did the bone density scan, and 3 days later I got a call from the doctor's office saying, the doctor needs to see you to go over your bone density scan. And I thought, well, that's pretty much what I was thinking. It can't be good news. So they scheduled the appointment for a week out from when they called me. And I went to that appointment the day before yesterday. And so I go to the appointment, and of course, just like I knew she was going to, well, I thought that probably she would tell me that I was in the beginning stages of osteoporosis, but it was a little bit worse than that. She said that I already have osteoporosis. Got to clear my throat. Hang on. That I already have osteoporosis, so we need to be pretty aggressive in the treatment of that. So she, gave me the prescriptions with that, talked to me about a few other things like my smoking. I'm a smoker. And, you know, doctors always talk to you about smoking. But this was a little more intense than that, the conversation she had with me. So I'm going to be looking at that soon. We need all your positive support on that one. Good thoughts and, just whatever's going to give me some strength to get through that, because let me tell you, smoking is a tough addiction to quit. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who have been successful and can kind of cheer me on. So that was that part of it. But while I was there, she also wanted to give me some vaccines. She gave me a vaccine for, gosh, I don't even remember now. Was it hepatitis or I don't know. But they gave me one vaccine, and then the other vaccine that they wanted to give me was for shingles. Now, I was a little bit nervous about getting that because I reminded her, I told her, I said, I already have shingles. Is it a good idea to give me that vaccine? Because I've had doctors tell me in the past that I should not take that vaccine. For whatever reason, I never developed an immunity to chickenpox. So I have had chickenpox 7 times. There goes my throat again. I had them twice as a child. And then with 3 of my children, they were babies just prior to the vaccine coming out. So my 2 daughters got chickenpox at the same time, and, about whatever the incubation period is, after they had them, sure enough, I got them too. And then my oldest son, when he got them, after the incubation period, I got them again. And then with my last son, he was born after right around the time of the vaccine coming out. So they vaccinated him, but like I said, they didn't, the doctors had always told me that it would not be a good idea for me to get that vaccine. And when they gave him the vaccine, they didn't want me to be around him for, I think it was 2 weeks. Because they said that the vaccine would be live in his urine, and there was a possibility I could catch chickenpox from that. So, and in his sweat and just in his body fluids. So I had to take a little mini vacation from being around him when he got that vaccine. That's how concerned they were about me catching it from the vaccine. So once you've had chickenpox more than once, they don't actually consider it chickenpox anymore. They consider it shingles. So basically I have shingles, and I've broken out. And then I broke out one other time, because that makes 6. And I broke out one other time later on when I'm not even sure where I got exposed. Hang on a minute, I got something going off. Ooh, I bumped you. Sorry about that. And each time I get them, of course, I was a little bit older, and get sicker. So I haven't had them since I was in my mid-30s. So I really do kind of live in fear that I'll be around a child that has them. I know with vaccines, it's not quite as common, but it could happen. So I live a little bit nervous about that. So what but when I reminded the doctor about that, I said, do you think this is a good idea? And she said, no, it'll be fine. She said, hopefully this will keep you from ever catching them again. And at your age, getting not chicken pox, getting shingles, it can be really dangerous. It can actually kill people. So I decided, okay, I'm going to trust my doctor. I'm going to follow my doctor's advice. So they went ahead, and the nurse came in to give me the 2 vaccines, and thank God she told me when she was about to give me the vaccine. She said, now this this shingles vaccine will probably make you feel a little bit sick. She said you're going to feel like a little bit like you've got the flu, but it won't be too bad. She said you might run a little low-grade fever. You might be a little headachy. Your arm's going to swell. You might have a few body aches, just like you've got a mild case of the flu, but it won't be too bad. Oh my God, was she wrong? Because it was extremely bad. I came home that night, didn't feel the greatest. Went to bed super early to get some rest, and I woke up the next morning about 9 o'clock and just started vomiting. Head pounding, just drenched in cold sweats. It was horrible. Body aches, just the whole 9 yards. And I was sick all day long. I slept for over 24 hours and only woke up to vomit. When I would wake up, I would get sick, drink some fluids so that I didn't dehydrate, because I was concerned, because of the fever and the sweating I was doing, that I was going to do that, let alone from throwing up. So finally, horrible headache. Finally, I woke up last night, I think around 7, and sat around here for a little while, drank some more fluids, ate a little bit, everything stayed down. Then about, I don't know, it was probably about 7:30 or 8, I can't really remember. But anyway, I hopped into Donnie's live and watched that for about 45 minutes, 45 minutes, I'm not sure. For a little while, just kind of, I diamond painted a tiny bit and just kind of worked and lurked, and then went straight back to bed and slept until 6 o'clock this morning. So feeling better. I feel like I've been sick, but yeah, wouldn't discourage anybody from getting the shingles vaccine. I think it's very important. I think that probably the reason that I got so extremely ill I'm not a doctor, but I think it might be because I already had the virus in my body. And so I think my body just had to work extremely hard to fight that live vaccine off. So yeah, it was pretty intense. So the other interesting thing that happened after going to the doctor was trying to get my prescriptions filled. She gave me 2 prescriptions, and I took them to the pharmacy, and my insurance company would not pay for those. They were not approved. So the pharmacy said that they were going to call my doctor and have her call in something different. And I came home, and a little while later, I'd probably been home about 30 minutes, and I got a call from the doctor's office, and the nurse told me that the reason the prescriptions weren't approved was because they were for controlled substances, and I needed a hard copy of the prescription. And they apologized, but they said they needed me to come back and pick that up. They said, they were real sweet about it. They said, we're sorry, and we know you were just here, but you need to come back and get that prescription so that they will go ahead and fill it. So I said, okay, no problem. I had taken the entire day off to deal with, this stuff, so thank goodness. So I got in my car and I drove back over there and picked up this prescription, took it back into the pharmacy, and the pharmacy said, no, we don't need the prescription. The issue is that your doctor or your insurance company doesn't want to pay for this medication. They want you to try this one first. So I called my doctor's office back, got their answering service, and told them what was going on so they could give a message to the nurse. Drove home, got another call from the doctor's office, and they said, okay, the doctor wrote for the other medication. She's not very happy about it because she says that the medication they want you to take is not going to work, but all we can do is have you try it first, and then once it doesn't work too well, you can go back to, she can write you a pre-authorization, explain that it's not working, and then you can get the other medication. And I mean, by this point I was beginning to get frustrated because, that's just, and at work, what I do is I make sure that all of the documentation for our client files is in line so that insurance companies will pay for their treatment, as well as we're in compliance for the state so that we're not doing anything that will get us fined or shut down or things like that. So, I'm real well aware of how difficult insurance companies can be to work with, but it's a little frustrating that, they want to tell my doctor which medications I need to be on. When my doctor felt that adamant that the medication that they were recommending was not going to work, for them to kind of override that and say, nope, she needs to be on this. That's just a little frustrating. So anyway, I go back to the pharmacy to pick up my prescription, and I get in there. By this point, the people at the pharmacy are just, they're just feeling so bad for me because I've been running around like a crazy person trying to get these prescriptions filled. Been in there 3 times already. And so they were, chit-chatting with me about all of that. And they went and pulled the prescriptions out. So finally I was getting somewhere. And then I reach into my purse and I don't have my wallet. I had forgotten it at home. So I had to drive back home and then go to the pharmacy for a 4th time. And finally, after that 4th time, I had my prescriptions. So that was my couple of days. So a frustrating day and then a sick day. So like I said, I am feeling better today. So I'm glad for that. Here in a little while, I will be getting ready and heading into work. So hopefully I continue to feel okay. I'm a little bit headachy, but nothing too bad. So hopefully that continues. Boy, there is just these areas are just really, really confetti. And you guys know how much I hate confetti. But I think I'm going to work on this gray area for a little while, because this confetti's driving me up a wall, especially while I'm trying to do a whip and chat. all those color changes are not working for me. So let's see what else is going on. Well, today is Friday, so tonight I will be working on the Path Project, and the wonderful Shanda from Creatively Shanda. Oops, I should have called her the famous Shanda. That's what I like to call her. I'm trying to turn my light pad off here. The famous Shanda will be coming by tonight to help us work on the path. So I'm really excited about that. We've got a super exciting top secret project that we're going to be working on. So be looking for that coming out in a video real soon. So that's going to be fun. And we'll work on the path tonight, and then I will not be working on it the following week because I'm going to be going up to Washington on Wednesday for my son's wedding, and I will be gone for a week. It's my little vacation time that I'm going to be spending at home with friends and family in Washington, so I'm both excited and nervous about that. Social situations can be a little bit tough for me sometimes, so I always get a little bit of anxiety going. I hate to travel. This time I will be traveling with my 5-year-old granddaughter. She's going to go up there with me, and she'll be with me all week in Washington, so that will be fun. And I think that probably will make my traveling experience probably better because, just having her with me and just being able to enjoy her company and, her experience of being on a plane for the very first time without mommy and with grandma and her excitement. She's going to be in the wedding. She's going to be a flower girl. So her excitement about that, it's just going to be, it's going to be a wonderful week. I know that. So super excited about that. I've got a lot to do between now and then, though. A lot of packing to do, a lot of stuff going on. So yeah. So probably I should, based on the fact that I have so much to do, I have to get something ready for that project that Shanda and I are going to do tonight. So, and I do have to go to work today. So, I probably should wrap this one up. Thanks so much for joining me. I would love to have you come over and join our Facebook group for the Diamond Painting Path Project. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it. The name is Diamond Painting Path Project. Would love to have you join us over there. Would love to have you subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit the notification button to know when my crazy random videos are going to be posted. Hit that like button if you're so inclined. And most importantly, have a wonderful day. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.